What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Tesla video. We got some big information coming in today, especially in terms of the autopilot system, but it's not what you think. This time the autopilot system is closing in on becoming way safer than humans, and there's a lot of proof about it, and we could be seeing a lot of legislative approvals for the autopilot system and probably robotaxis within just the next few quarters, which is really exciting. Now, before we dive any deeper, keep in mind, ARK Invest and Cathie Wood, they pretty much have said that Tesla is going to be going up even further, probably $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000 per share because of their autopilot system. I know that sounds a little bit far-fetched, but keep in mind that the autopilot system is essentially a great piece of software for cars to drive fully autonomously with no humans in it. And I could easily see this being implemented into taxi cabs, everyday vehicles, semi-trucks, and maybe even airplanes. Who knows? I mean, the sky's the limit for the autopilot system. And of all the other companies out there, Tesla makes the best autonomous driving system. If you want to buy a vehicle right now that drives by itself in the middle of a city with you in it, the only option is Tesla. Other companies are still testing, and even the companies that are really close are nowhere near trying to implement that autopilot system into a nearby electric vehicle. I mean, for example, Volkswagen and another autonomous driving company, they've been partnering up for quite some time, but it's going to be another few years before that software is totally combined. Tesla is far more superior. They don't use LiDAR since it's extremely expensive. They use just simply cameras, and they have really incredible software to back it up with. Other autonomous vehicle software companies have a few million miles. Tesla has several billion miles. There's a big difference here. Because they have a massive lead, obviously Tesla's autonomous driving program is way better. But the big thing that recently was dropped was Tesla released its Q1 2021 vehicle safety reports. And you also have CEO Elon Musk pointing that driver assist programs and also the safety features is very safe. In fact, there's a Tesla recently released accident data reports showing that autopilot is closing in on being 10 times safer than a human driver. Autopilot obviously doesn't get road rage, it doesn't get tired, it doesn't get sleepy. And so far, with all these years of accumulating miles and data from several different users, the autopilot system is really good. I mean, it's close in being 10 times safer than human drivers is pretty incredible. In the first quarter, Tesla registered one accident for every 4 million miles driven when the autopilot was engaged. For the Tesla owners who didn't have autopilot engaged or didn't buy the really expensive autopilot, the safety features were still enabled. For example, like auto park, auto stop, stuff like that. It was one accident per 2 million miles driven. People who have a regular vehicle that doesn't have autopilot and doesn't have safety features was one accident for every 1 million mile. So obviously Tesla vehicles are way more safer, even if you just don't buy the autonomous driving program. In major cities and streets, you can actually, auto stop if you're not really paying attention to the road. Even if you don't buy the FSD beta, you still get some sort of autopilot system on the highway, which also keeps things pretty safe. And if you check out this report, it just looks really good. It's not even that lengthy either. And their accident data, they've been showing it off every single year. And so far, it's been doing good. I mean, the Model X, Model 3, very low probability of injury. And the safety features on the vehicles are really good. And it's very rare do you ever see a Tesla vehicle in a full autonomous mode be in a car accident. And when it does, everyone just starts talking about it. And there's also a lot of recent data from the NHTSA noting that United States sees one automobile crash every 500,000 miles, which is also pretty scary there. Tesla, I mean, every accident for 4 million miles driven with the autopilot engaged, it's extremely safe. As long as it's safer than the average human driver, I feel like they could definitely pull something off and have some sort of autonomous driving program. Now, we should be seeing a massive autonomous driving program update for the FSD beta. It's going to be the FSD version 9.0 around April. It's going to be big, and we should be seeing more details, more leaks. And ever since the release of the FSD beta, like several months ago in late 2020, we've been seeing slow and constant updates. They're small, but they're needed every 2 weeks. So those updates are accumulating every single 2 weeks, and Tesla Autopilot is becoming better and better. We also should be seeing full autonomy by the end of 2020, according to Elon Musk, and we should be seeing some sort of a ride-hail program coming out in the near future. Now, obviously, if you want Tesla stock to keep going up, and right now it's pretty cheap at $700, you gotta check out the autonomous driving program. It's really good. No other company in the world is really doing it, and Tesla is even equipping their Tesla Semi with several cameras. Now, there's not a lot of details talked about the Tesla Semi and their cameras, but we should be seeing some sort of a safety feature being implemented and possibly autonomous driving systems in the future. Now, what I'm feeling here is probably full autonomy for regular vehicles. We could be seeing a massive increase for the FSD price, probably $12,000 or $14,000 a pop, and that should be coming at late 2020. And we should be seeing them focusing more heavily on the semi-truck autonomous driving program, perhaps in 2022. And then probably could be seeing trucks driving themselves, but there has to be a driver in the trucks. With the accident data being this good, I mean, Autopilot being 10 times safer than human drivers. In the first quarter, Tesla registered 1 accident for every 4 million miles driven with the Autopilot engaged. That's something that you don't really see on a daily basis, and it's very, very impressive. I mean, sure, you got other vehicles out there launching, but I feel like Tesla's doing some really cool stuff, and we definitely should be seeing even more details. Last but not least, we gotta talk about the Gigafactory Texas. Some big things are going on with it, and also Elon Musk even tweeted out saying limited production of Model Y this year, high volume next year. Now, initially, a few days ago, Musk actually went to the Gigafactory Texas to check it out with the all-electric Cybertruck. A bunch of people showed photographs of the Cybertruck. It looked really, really cool. I'm sure a bunch of you guys, the viewers, probably have ordered the Cybertruck and are waiting patiently for the vehicle. There's some bad news right now, especially Tesla's preparations for the Cybertruck are being more delayed due to some weird consequences and circumstances. Now, there still needs to be some tweaks here and there for the vehicle themselves, and there's also production updates that Musk isn't really showing. What I'm guessing here is Musk is most likely going to be producing the Model Y from the Austin Gigafactory, and then after the tweaks and small detail fixes for the Cybertruck, then they will start making the Cybertruck. Not really much details about the Cybertruck production update. It's kind of just kept in secrecy right now. There's not that much information, and so far, Tesla doesn't want to sacrifice the Cybertruck's design because it actually doesn't fit in the boring tunnel. That's the biggest thing. And that's the thing that's really making them frustrated. They want to make the Cybertruck this nice, cool looking big truck, but at the same time, they don't want the Cybertruck to be the only Tesla vehicle that can't fit into the boring tunnel. I know some of you guys don't really care about the boring tunnel, but I feel like they want to make the car really good because there's going to be some individuals that will be using the boring tunnel, and the boring tunnel will be a really massive nationwide project, and it's going to be really sucky if you're the only one who can't get in because you bought the Cybertruck. So they're right now tweaking the Cybertruck design, adjusting the truck size, maybe 3% or smaller, small tweaks here and there to make the vehicle street legal, etc. And they shouldn't be expecting any sort of production until 2022, which is a kind of a delay, but they should be seeing a few units before 2021 ends. Probably only the people that ordered it like the very first instant it came out. If you're the lucky few that got it before this year's end, I mean, you gotta count yourself lucky. The major production volume will be 2022 and 2023, and that's only if they're lucky. But currently, Model Y will be the main focus since the Model Y also has several details and it also looks pretty nice. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Definitely subscribe for more Tesla news.